Fly ball down the line. Paulie going back on this one. And it had the distance, but slices foul. Yeah, that's fouled off. On the ground, and that's just foul. Now a screamer into the outfield. Kona brings it in, and there's one away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Piazza now in the box.
No ball.
Comes
One
up
strike.
empty with a swing there. There's a swing and a miss.
Big-time jam right there.
0-2.
I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Now batting,
Fernando
designated
Tatis
hitter,
Jr. to
Fernando
hit here.
Tatis
This guy with big-time
Jr.
power and an elite defender. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
0-1.
Tatis goes 6 feet 3 inches, 26 years old, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year.
1-1.
And it's even up.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Tatis waits. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Sanchez gets under it. He's got it. And that is out number 3. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now here's the Marlins DH, Jonah Bride. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits.
You know, these Marlins, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Here's the center fielder, Jesus Sanchez. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. He's there. He's got it. And there are 2 outs.
The right fielder, number 18, Griffin.
2 outs, base is empty.
Conine.
Griffin Conine, the next up for the Marlins. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss.
Looking sharp,
No
just a
ball,
strike
2
away
strikes.
from 5 shutout innings.
Swung on, popped up on the infield. De La Cruz has a beat on it, brings it in. And that's the inning. Nothing doing for the Marlins. They trail it here 3-0.
Pitching for the Marlins.
We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher,
Ronnie
Ronnie Enriquez.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. And out of here. A soaring shot to center. That's his 4th home run of the series. It's 4-0. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often.
Here's a big power threat. Ellie De La Cruz. He swings and fouls one off.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Manny Ramirez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And ball 1.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
To the right side. Over to first. 2 down. 2 down, bases empty. And next will be the Dodgers cleanup hitter, David Ortiz. Swing and a base hit. And that keeps the inning going. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Stepping in, Adrian Beltre. And first offering is fouled off. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. Johnson back to work. First pitch swinging, and it's a knock. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting, the first baseman.
And up next for Miami, Davison De Los Santos. There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Xavier Edwards. That one's in there, 0-1.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Right through there for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Struck him out looking.
No, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner
Now
for that backwards
second
K
baseman.
right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Now the number 2 hitter, Otto Lopez. Swing and a ground ball. They take the force out. That ends the inning. One left. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of inning number 7. And now the right fielder, Juan Soto. Fly ball to right. Konai. And out number 1 on the grab. And now the center fielder, Carlos Beltran. That one ripped. And that's a base hit. And here's the catcher, Mike Piazza. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never see.
Runner on the go. Tap foul at the plate. Beltran at first, 1 gone. Time called. Runner goes again. Pitch is low. Pudge with a rocket of a throw. Caught stealing.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate. I wouldn't say the game's close right now, but it's not out of reach either. I mean, these guys really need to put up a 0 on the board just to maintain a little hope.
Gets it to first. Piazza out in the play. And that is that. Dodgers go down quietly, but they lead it 4-0. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
The catcher, Ivan Rodriguez.
And first offering is fouled off.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here. Notice how they're swinging too early or too late. That's a timing problem. They need to guess right on a few of those pitches, and I mean make an educated guess.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All three pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
Norby, batting with one down, takes a strike. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Soto hauls it in, and there's two away.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
And now here's the Marlins DH, Jonah Bride.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
And first offering is fouled off. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Tosses to first, and that's the third out. Miami down in order. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Seth Martinez.
And he's had his struggles so far this year. As you can see, the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate. No throw, and he reaches safely. And a fastball in there for a strike at 91. Signs of activity in the pen for the Marlins. Declan Cronin preparing to come. Tatis runs. Next offering is fouled back. Tatis on at first. Nobody out. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. And there's one away. Ellie De La Cruz steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Swung on, belted back there. And that's a home run into the upper deck. Into the second deck it goes. His 14th of the year. It's 6-0. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. High fastballs, especially with good velocity, can be really hard to catch up to. But he stays tall. His top hand works extremely well, and he absolutely clobbered it.
Now here is Manny Ramirez. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. The Dodgers going with a pinch hitter, Bobby Abreu.
Man, it must be nice to pull a superstar off your bench, huh?
Swing and a grounder foul first base side. One down, base is empty. That one ran inside, almost got him. Right side, hard hit. Tosses to first, and there's 2 down. David Ortiz steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He's already homered here in this one. Just
that's
missed.
outside. Ball.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Squeezes it, and that'll do it. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this. Well, this game isn't very close, Siggy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
Siggy, where do you stand on the wave?
Well, the wave of star players in MLB or the wave around this ballpark?
The wave around the ballpark.
I think it's a little outdated. I'm more of a Thundersticks guy.
And that's not outdated?
As far as ballpark food, one of my favorite places is San Francisco.
Garlic fries, yo.
Garlic fries, and you got the lobster roll out there in the outfield if you want to make the walk all the way out there.
It's great, though, broadcasting a game with that zoo breath where you could just, absolutely levitate some people with your breath. And that one in the air center field. Beltran makes the grab. One up, one down.
But we got the crab fries in Philadelphia, is that right?
Yep, and then
it's been a long time for me.
Boog's Barbecue at Oriole Park.
I knew you'd go there.
That's right.
Yeah. Anyway, you can work in your name, huh?
That's right. And first offering is fouled off. Just missed.
One ball, one strike.
Hard hit left side. On to first. That's the second out.
Now batting, left fielder, Graham Pauley.
2 outs, base is empty. Digging in, Graham Pauley. He's 2 for 2. Foul ball there. Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. 8 innings, 8 zeros as the shutout continues here. It's the Dodgers 6 and the Marlins nothing. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Calvin Fauché.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
He's a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the ballpark, but obviously out of the bullpen, you're looking to limit home runs.
Yeah, and that's why he's such a high leverage arm. Just doesn't matter for him. He looks at attacking the zone and attacking hitters regardless of the situation.
And that's a base hit. And a good start to the inning. Here's Juan Soto. And a little something extra at stake in this at bat as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy. Pulls that one foul. Beltre gets his lead at first with nobody out. Runner takes off. Pitches high. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe it back against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Pitch misses. Ball 2. Man at second. That's inside. And the count's full.
Full count.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Runner on the move again. In there for strike 3. Throw, and they got him.
Well, Brugge, never really like trying to steal third base when my teammate's up there with 2 strikes. That hitter's got a battle going on, and they see you take off. Everything gets a little more exciting a little quicker. They might end up swinging at a pitch that's not in the strike zone. Right there, a strikeout and a throw.
Well, he's under it to make the catch in center. Johnson back to work. And that is out of play. Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
And that
No,
misses.
that's the ball.
Now 1-2. And down on strikes he goes. Strikeout number 8. And at the plate for Miami, Xavier Edwards. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Morgan on to first. And a couple of quick outs. So they're down to their final out. Otto Lopez getting ready to hit. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. He'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers add another to their winning streak.
It has become increasingly difficult to throw a complete game shutout because of all of the offensive prowess that